I started working on this side, and I cut me a nice little square this time. I didn't want to cut a whole piece out. I mismeasured it, so I had to cut a triangle out of this. And I cut a slot here, which was good. But then when I jacked it up, this came forward. I didn't think about that, so I had to cut a triangle out of there. Pretty strange looking hack job. But anyway, the wheel's up, and I get my bolts out of here. So now I'll just take this perch part, knock it out, and move on to the rest of this. Well, here's our piece welded up, ready to go. Still kind of hot, but it's all straight, pretty level here. It wasn't level to start with. Not the best welding in the world, but pretty strong. I was able to grind off a place in here to put that 3/8 rod in there, and I got that welded good front and back. Just having a little trouble with this arc welder here still. It's a nice little welder, but I'm getting used to it. It's welding good enough. I'll squirt some paint on this thing while it's hot, and we'll move on to the putting it in. There she blows. Took a little doing to get that last bolt in. One thing I didn't think about was this welding this rod here. It brought it out real close to the bed. It might drag a little bit. That's the way it goes. I'll let her down now and see what it looks like. Not bad. Yeah, it's dragging on the bed. I didn't have much room in there to start with, but I'll fix that up real easy. Put a pry bar in there and give it a tweak. Now I got to put this jigsaw puzzle I made and weld it back in there. Boy, we're a long ways up over here. What happened to this side? It was like just 2 or 3 inches. Maybe I can jump on it, level it out a little bit, or just pick it up and drop it. Oh, I forgot, I still got a jack stand under there. Well, I'll pick it up again and get my jack stand out and have a look at it. Well, let's see what happens when I drop it this time. I'm still up 3-4 inches here. Well, big's my big finger. This one, half of my finger. Well, got it set in crooked. Don't know why. I'll jack it up in the middle and drop it, see if that helps it. Well, I bounced it a couple times, didn't seem to help. it actually looks like the fender's tilted in. And this side is pretty straight, running right along the edge of that tire. So there's some difference in it. I'm not sure what it is. I hooked my choke cable up here, and I'm going to try to set this camera up. I don't know what it's showing, but I'm going to get in here and put it in here and load it up backwards and forward a few times. Test my choke too while I'm at it. What that did, if anything, don't even know if you saw anything. But I'm still about 3 inches here. This is straight. I'm like 4 inches. So it's crooked. Let me get my tape out. This one to the tire is about 3 inches. And this one to the tire is about 2.5. What do we got here? We got about, looks like about 8.5 inches to the running board. This one 8 inches. So the running boards are good. I might have this fender on crooked. Got about 5 inches there to the bed, 4 3/4. There's the problem. This one's 5 3/4. So actually the problem is this fender is 1 inch lower. Well, shouldn't be that much of a problem to lower that fender. I'll do some more measurements, but don't know how level anything is. This hole hopefully should be about level. Looks like it's up on the right. No, it's up on the left a little. Up here, where it's probably closer, it's the same thing. up on the left a little, and the gate. Who knows what any of this is? I tried to set it level at one point. Yeah, this is showing me too high on the right too. And looking at the cab, it's a little high on the right. Anyway, I'll do some more measuring and figuring. But there's a whole inch of difference between the two fenders. And this one here is sticking up too high. Of course, it's on a weld, so can't really tell much there. I worked on this a little bit. You can see right up in here there's a bolt hole. So I raised or lowered that about an inch. It's still not vertically straight with the wheel, but I think that's in the bed. I've got it set right now where this is 6 3/4 to the top of the bed, the other side 6 3/4. I've got a little difference between this and the floor. There's about a 1/2 inch difference between this fender and the other fender. This one looks real good. It's straight with the tire right at the edge of where the bead starts. This one's got a tilted in look to it for some reason. This bed looks pretty straight. I might have, you know, it's got a big brace right there. See the little cut in the wood. This bed might be twisted just a little. I don't want to put something in there to make the fender straight. I probably could. I could pull this out about that much and get it straight up and down, closer to straight up and down, but then I'd have a big gap there in the bed. I'd have to put something in there to make it look right. And I think I'll leave it like that. It's not, it's really not that bad. It's, I wish it was perfect like this one, but it's not. So that's where that fender is going to go. It looks a lot better. I looked at the truck from the back, opened my door here, and it looks good. You really can't tell there's any difference in it from the back. You can when you get up here and start comparing stuff, but the wheel is centered good. I got the same amount of distance between the front and the tire and the back and the tire. And so basically you can see my little mark in there. That's where the fender was. I don't know what all that weld and stuff is in there. I probably ought to grind it down and try to clean it up while I'm here. But I'm not. I'm just going to leave it alone. It is a rat rod. So I've got the fender clamped on with a couple vice grips in here. I can drill me 3 more holes. I don't know what I'm going to do about this hole, because now I'm trying to go through here. I'll have to go through this 1/4 inch bracket. I don't know how well that'll work out. I can pick this bed up. It's not too easy because I got a lot of it screwed in back here. This bed was just a temporary thing I put in here to start with, but it is in pretty solid, so I don't really want to try to go to all the work of getting all this crap out of here and taking a bed out to drill a hole. I'll probably end up putting a bolt in here somewhere and another one right here. Instead of using one in the middle, I'll use 2 that are spaced out a little, and I can get up under there from the bottom, get a nut on them. So this is where it goes. I'll measure it once more, make sure I'm not screwing up, and then I'll jack it up, take this tire off of here, drill me a couple more holes, and re-bolt it. Well, that worked out pretty good. I was actually able to drill another hole in here. You can see it's about 3/4 of an inch lower and maybe an inch back, but wheel looks much better now. We'll see what we got in the way of measurements. This is 6 3/4 at the top, which is exactly what the other one is. I've got right at 18 inches here off the floor, and this one is about 18.5. I've got in the center of the tire, looks like about get some of this tape pulled back. That looks like about exactly 2 inches. And this one, I got about 2 1/4, 2.5, and it looks like, you know, this is kind of twisted up. I might be able to twist it down a little. That'll straighten it. If I had a Ford power, I'd put it inside that bed and just bend the whole bed over a little. I tried prying on it here. I did move it a little, not a hell of a lot. But anyway, the tires looks much better. And I'm within 1/2 inch of being in the same location. I don't like the way that that's angled, but it looks better than it did. So, and it is bolted down good, and nothing's really bending or tweaking. So I'd say that's a success on that part. And since I had to take my wheel off, I put my new lug nuts in it. They look pretty good, better than them old rusty ones there. So that's a done deal for now. On the Dodge again, I ordered some mirrors. I think they call these West Coast or something. They were brand new. Look like they've been in a box for a long time. The protective cover didn't really want to come off. I have to use a little gas or something. That looks like about where that's going to have to go. I kind of wanted to make it look like a big rig. But those giant mirrors were expensive. I wanted it to run from the bottom of the window up to the top. But this is what I got. Can't make up my mind if I like it or not. Not really what I wanted. But I'll go about mounting these and see what it looks like. Yeah, it don't look too bad. Got a couple screws in it. You can see out of it really good from inside.